many missed tackles did y'all have Saturday? I'm sure you counted them.
Yeah, I know we had 5 on the one play where the quarterback scored. I haven't totaled it, it's by position, but we had our most missed tackles that game than any previous game.
Can you put your finger on why that was?
I mean, there's a couple reasons, I think. I mean, one, you got to give credit to that quarterback. He ran hard and tough. Going back to that one play, he did a nice job of lowering his shoulder. I mean, we've got guys flying to the ball trying to hit him. Trent hits him with his shoulder, so does Demontre, and we're not wrapping up.
They're going for kill shots, kind of.
Yeah, and we talked to our guys about, we wanted to play physical, and we want you. Obviously, you got to play physical, but you got to wrap up. On their touchdown pass, Howard doesn't wrap up; he bounces off the receiver. We had way too many issues like that.
How frustrating was it to y'all seem to after that quick 14 points really right the ship for the middle portions of the game, to watch them all of a sudden find something that really got them going? It seemed like in the ground game.
Well, we came back in the second half, and I think we had 4 series where we were getting stops, and we're playing pretty good. Our offense is getting ready to go in and score. We get a turnover, and we didn't respond very well at all right there. If we make them kick a field goal there, different ballgame. It doesn't go into overtime. They go down and score. They get the ball back, and I'm losing my mind. Jenks ends up getting his head dinged, so we got to switch some linebackers around, and then we stop fitting the run the way we're supposed to fit it. And when you give up an explosive play right after that, the momentum swung, and our guys right now, again, that swagger, that confidence, when you've got guys in different positions, isn't there like it was a year ago. And we've got to do a better job of developing our depth so that no matter who's in there and what position they're playing with the right attitude. But you got to give Missouri credit when they spread you out and they put you in a lot of one-on-one situations. If you don't fit it right, that next guy is further away. And so what ended up happening, we misfit it, we miss a tackle in the back end, and then it ends up being a 40-yard run. The momentum swings, and guys start, okay, I've got to not just do my job, I've got to do somebody else's job, and that's when you start getting into gap fit issues.
Now you've got Oklahoma with the quarterback coming up, 505 yards?
He's pretty good, yeah. They're number 1 or number 2 passing team in the country, whatever they are right now. They're obviously up there in the top. Heisman Trophy candidate again to face, but it's something that I think continues to motivate our guys. We realize we're playing against one of the top offensive conferences in the country. You've got to be ready to go every week. You don't have time to lick your wounds and feel sorry for yourself. You've got to pick yourself up and say, let's go. Let's fix the things we've got to fix, and let's go play fanatical football. And again, when you're out there playing and having success, it's easy to have confidence. When you get hit in the teeth, you've got to be able to bounce back and still be able to play with that fanatical effort. After we get those 2 touchdowns up, again, we came back and we got some stops in some critical situations, stopped them on a 4th down when we had the short field, and then in the last minute when they got the turnover, made them kick the field goal, which we ended up missing. And then, at the end of the game, we get them into a 3rd and 8, and, they make a good throw and catch. Dustin's right there, and you'd like him to play, the technique a little bit better into him, but, you got to give them some credit too. The guy threw it in a pretty good spot, and the guy made a nice catch.
When you call that play there,
the 3rd down play?
Yeah, and you see Dustin lined up, they're isolated on that side of the field. Is that a deal where they've got so many weapons offensively where you said, all right, if they're going to beat us, it's going to take a perfect throw over there and a perfect play? Well,
we were in a man coverage on that particular down, and Dustin was impressed, and in press coverage he'd been doing a great job the last few weeks, and we liked that matchup. We didn't do a great job with our disguise with our safety, which we addressed today in our meetings on how we've got to show different things. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have full confidence in Dustin that on a 3rd down play, we're going to make them go to the low percentage throw. They happen to hit it.
In your mind, is your defense playing physical enough?
Oh, we're not playing physical enough, no. And again, I think certain guys are. I thought Eddie Brown really did some good things on Saturday. That first sack that he had, I mean, he physically took the center back and made a great play. We're not finishing tackles enough. And again, I think when a defense is playing with confidence and swagger, you play physical and you get after people. When you have some doubt creep into your mind, you let your mind affect the rest of your body, and that's where we're at right now. You see at times where, we go out, we can play really good defense, but then as soon as something bad happens, that doubt creeps in, and we've got to be able to bounce back from. In offense like Missouri, they came in averaging 240 yards rushing, 250 throwing. They're going to make a play or two. We talk to our players all the time about Fido. Forget it, drive on. We got to go on to the next play, and we're not doing a good enough job of that.
Is that the hardest part of coaching? Is you're talking about, obviously there's some injuries, there's some physical things, but what it seems like, we keep coming back to is the mental. Is that the most difficult?
Probably so. Every week you're looking at a new offense, and so you've got different fits for that. And you've got some good athletes in this league that are going to make plays. And so, younger players especially, that haven't been in the fray, they tend to get down on themselves when they don't make a play. And they've got to learn from it that you cannot let the last play affect the next play. And we've got to do a better job of coaching those guys and having them understand that let the last one go. Because if you let your mind affect the next one because of what happened the last play, they've effectively beat you on 2 plays with 1 play. And it's something that's tough as a coach to get across, but it's something we obviously have to do.
It's hard to say after a loss like that, but are y'all, if you went back to, let's say, Arkansas game, do you feel like the defense has made week-to-week improvements since that time?
I think so, but we're still having too many critical errors that we can't have. The other day, I thought the first half, we gave up the touchdown on the missed tackles, and on both of them we had missed tackles. But other than those 2 series, we played decent, and our guys were starting to get some confidence. We started the second half with some confidence, but we're not responding to adversity the way we need to right now. And we've got to get our guys. I mean, there's been plenty of snaps on defense now. Our young guys aren't young guys anymore. They've got to be able to step up and play.
Tim, that confidence, that finishing, that swagger you're talking about, does that translate also into the turnover margin and kind of the lack of forced turnovers?
Absolutely. When you're playing fast, you're playing fanatical, you get more people the ball, you're getting blind sides, hits on the guys. It's much more easy to get takeaways. But when you're playing a little bit tentative because you're not sure of yourself, you're not playing at that level we need to play at, and we've got to get that fixed.
How close is Judy, Coach?
I believe he'll practice this week. I don't know if he's going to practice today. I don't know if we officially listed him as questionable or what the exact term is on him. Is that what we have him as, questionable? We're hoping that he'll be able to play, because this is a game, obviously with their weapons, we'd love to have Coryell playing.
How concerned are you about Stephen Campbell not being able to return to that game?
Well, I feel bad for Stephen because he's battled this thing now for 2 years. He's really made strides is learning our defense and playing fast and physical. He's one of our best football players. If he's not able to go, Howard Matthews and Tony Hurd will be there to take up the slack. So whoever is in there, we expect them to step up and play. Again, I feel bad for Stephen if he's not able to, but no one's going to feel sorry for us. I know Oklahoma's not going to, so someone's going to have to step up and play and go compete at a high level.
Coach, there are some bright spots on your defense. Guys like Jonathan Stewart really look like they're coming along. He made that shoestring tackle, to save that 4th down, and he made a 4th down stop too. Can you just talk about his progression, just as a player over this past couple of weeks?
Yeah, we're a little in flux at that position right now. We're trying to find the right mix of guys, and we're going to look at some new guys in this week. But Jonathan's probably been the one stable guy in there, and each week he has improved. We got him, get him to play just a little bit faster. We want him to finish his tackles better, but he's a very smart football player. He's doing a great job getting guys lined up, and we've been pleased with the way he's played. He just has to get a little bit more consistent.
I think you guys